Hi everybody, I'm Jack Jinseki and joining me today is Maviena Renkoii.
Hi guys. Yeah, my name is Maviena Renkoii. You can call me Mavi for short. And I'm living my second life as a prop master here at Neo Lotus Theater. Hey, wait, I'm not in Neo Lotus Theater. I'm in the woods with Jack right now. Hopefully, we don't get lost.
Oh man. So Mavi, what kind of content are you known for?
So, Jack,
Mm-hmm.
I'm known for making a fool out of myself. No, just kidding.
Hey, aren't we
Yeah,
all?
So I well you can say I'm like a self-proclaimed girl failure.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, like that's any better. But yeah, due to my yapping, you can say my multitasking fails, so I either get lost or fail in game. But yeah, I mean that's how it is as a streamer, right? You don't know what happens on your stream.
Ah,
Well, yeah,
yes.
if you like, funny content, lighthearted entertainment, I do games, adventure games, and sometimes in the future, I also want to try doing like art streams or hand cam streams. Yeah, I
Nice.
guess that's it.
So what kind of adventure games do you do?
Adventure games, like, like, well, you can say like RPG,
Ah,
stuff like that.
I,
Yeah, or sometimes even like simulation games. I don't know, they're just really fun.
nice. I only ask because I'm an aficionado of the point and click adventure games. They're
Right. Oh, what game did you play already?
Oh, I've played a bunch of them. In let's see, the LucasArts games like Day of the Tentacle and Monkey Island. Um, let's see. I also played a bunch
Nice.
of Double Fine games. If you're familiar with them, they did Grim Fandango and what else? Full Throttle and I just I've just done a lot of them. but no Mist. I refuse to play Mist. Uh,
Nice. Looks like too many games to count.
so, what made you want to be a VTuber?
So, I wanted to be a VTuber because I kind of want to get back to my hobbies.
Mm-hmm.
My hobbies is like gaming, drawing, arts and all that. I just like creating things, and well, you can say hustle culture kind of got me, you know. But now, you can say I got like an epiphany back then when I started liking VTubers like I like to draw. I like to, do games, watch anime. I think I fit here.
Yeah.
And I kind of want to get out of my shell as well. And like, dang, everything falls under VTubing. So I was tired of like what ifs and all that. So I just, gave it a go. Even though if you like asked me 2 years ago, I would have laughed at the fact that I became a VTuber because I was like one of those people that thought like VTubing was cringe. And look at me now. Okay, I embraced the cringe. I was at my normie face apparently.
so, so is there like a VTuber that you associate as the person who made you like get into the genre in the first place?
Honestly, I'm not sure. All I know is that I blame my in real life friend because if she didn't like yap about it so much, I wouldn't have began liking VTubers in the first place.
Nice. So what was the process for creating your character?
Okay, so for creating my character, first let's see. I started with like what species I wanted to be. I
Mm-hmm.
just wanted to be human. I went with like what content I wanted to make,
Mm-hmm.
and I was a little um what's this? I was a little conflicted at like making my identity with like my species.
Mm-hmm.
So like I was like, how do I combine games and art and all that? And then luckily I stumbled upon this like video about making silent props, and I was like, oh dang, I can be a prop maker here.
Oh.
And then and then I remember I went to like Honkai Star Rail, and then I also found this NPC that's titled Prop Master, and I was like, yeah, that's a fancier name right there than Prop Maker. And yeah, and everything just clicked. I kind of like saw that, hey, I can do like theater branding like that.
Mm-hmm.
No, I did like art deco stuff as well. And yeah, that's basically it. And I my character streams backstage, and I feel like a lot of people would be able to relate with it, with how like introverted some people can get. And yeah, that's kind of it.
Mm-hmm. So, out of curiosity, the details on your jacket, is there like a theme or a place where they come from?
Oh yeah. Well, my theater is called Neo Lotus Theater. So there's kind of like some lotus elements to it. And yeah, it was inspired from Art Deco, so that's why it's kind of like geometric stuff.
Nice. Because it really draws in the eye, I think.
Yay, that's nice. I was a little worried that maybe, it's not cool and all, but hey.
uh, so, I feel like you already kind of answered this in part, but do you have any lore?
Okay, yeah, yes, I have lore.
Okay.
Okay, okay. So in my intro I said like I was living my second life as a prop master.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, it meant like my first life I lived in the past. I'm not gonna say what era it was in.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, sadly, it ended early. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it ended early, but then, some god, I don't know, some god like was watching me and kind of got pity on me and then revived me back, but with blue hair this time. So, and then he was like, since you like creating things, maybe you should like join my theater. Yeah, he owns a theater apparently. And yeah, I should start there. And yeah, yeah, and now here I am working at the prestigious Neo Lotus Theater. Yeah, I
Nice.
used to dye my hair. Remember, my hair became blue, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I used to dye it brown. But like ever since I became a VTuber, I was like, hey, let's just let it be. So the remnants of my brown hair is what you see right now.
Nice.
Yeah.
What's the best thing you get from being a VTuber?
Okay. Best thing I get is the excuse to play games. No, just kidding. I mean that's part of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the best thing that I get from VTubing was honestly something I did not expect, but it was meeting people. Hey, and you're part of it, Jack. See, I'm meeting new
Yay!
people. Yippee! But yeah,
Yay! I'm a new
I
person.
yeah, you're part of the list now. Hey, lol. But yeah, at first I was worried um uh, like building a community and meeting people was just actually a bonus in my end,
Mm-hmm.
because I was really worried like how do people get friends and all that. But ever since I started streaming and all that, chat was there, just appeared out of nowhere, and then people started reaching out, and everything just played on its own, and I'm just so happy with all the things that happened. So yeah, you can say the best thing about being a VTuber is yeah, meeting people, chat, and yeah, you're part of it, Jack. Hey.
Yay! So, What do you hope to accomplish through your channel?
So, what I hope to accomplish through my channel is, I just want to be the best version of myself. I just want to improve myself, get out of my comfort zone. And yeah, again, this whole thing is part of the, getting out of the comfort zone. Like, I'm out of the theater freak. I'm in the woods with a Doberman. No, just kidding.
Hey,
So yeah, yeah.
if it makes you feel any better, I've walked through these woods many times with many other VTubers. I have yet to see any bears.
Oh, that's great. I was hoping like, dang, we might get lost here and the sun sets freak. So yeah, oh my gosh, what's the question? Accomplished through the channel. Okay. So moving back, well, I kind of have like streamer goals and creative goals. And well, you may not know, I'm also an illustrator. I also love art and all that.
Nice.
And I just want to inspire people as well to start something new. I mean, I stream backstage. I'm an introvert, and like, well, you can say I just want to, you know start new things, stop being hidden, and just get out there like that. Like that. And you may not also know, but my mama account is also my side account. So, well, you can say, and in layman terms, yeah, I made I made my model and all that. So hopefully I can be like an example to other people to just, just get out there, just try. If you can do it, then hey,
It
then yeah.
it never ceases to amaze me when someone says they made their own model. My brain just like does a little backflip. I'm like, you made your own model? How?
Oh my god, there's so many tutorials there for anyone out there, and yeah, it's possible. Oh my god. And if you're also wondering, I only use the free version of Live 2D, the trial. So yeah, it really is possible for anyone out there.
Hmm,
And yeah, hopefully, I can make people smile as well. Life is already difficult as it is.
hmm,
So might as well, try to entertain people in the process too.
absolutely. So, who is a VTuber you'd love to talk to, and do you have anything that you'd like to ask them?
Yes, there is someone I like to talk to. The problem is the language barrier. A lo- So if ever I knew Japanese, or maybe there was a translator, I don't know, I would want to talk to Oshimachi Suisei. Do you know her? Most
I'm
probably, yeah.
I'm afraid I don't. There are so many.
Oh, you don't? Yeah, Suisei is from a Hololive, and was it she sang Bibi Diba. Yeah, she's really famous. She was like the first VTuber in like the first take, and she also had like concert in, oh my gosh, I forgot the big stadium in Japan. Freak. But yeah, I was really inspired by her story. There's a lot of like people that made documentaries on her story,
Hmm,
on how she was like, well, she made her own like character as well.
mhm.
And she made everything, like tried to work on everything. And I just want to ask her like, dang, how did you not give up when like all the when logically, you know everything is like stacked against you, like you don't know what will happen. Like you can, do hard work, and like if the algorithm is bad, then freak. And yeah, I just want to ask her like, how did you like, how did you handle the bad times, the times when you were demotivated. Yeah, that's it.
it always amazes me how there are people out there who can go through things that I couldn't possibly imagine, and from it they manage to pull a miracle of human achievement.
Right? That's the point. And like, yeah, logically, like you don't, it's like a gamble sometimes. Just like making content, like you don't know which one is gonna pop off and that. And like, there are times when results are just, bad.
Hmm.
Like, dang, how are you able to do that? How are you able to push through?
So,
Yeah.
so are you a clip watcher or a stream watcher?
Okay, so I used to be a stream watcher, but freak, adult life, having a job, dang it. Now I'm mostly a clip watcher for my Oshis, but when it comes to my VTuber friends, when I'm able to, stay, I would stay and chat. I want to support all that, but yeah, dang,
Hmm.
job and adulting, Jack, like it's kind of, I kind of get it now why some people are like, when you ask them, what's your dream job? I don't have a dream job. I just want passive income. Just stay at home and like sleep and then wake up. Oh my gosh, I'm making dollars. But yeah.
uh, so, who's a streamer or channel that you watch that nobody's ever heard of?
Okay, okay. So I watch how do you pronounce the name? Atelier Lucaware.
Mm-hmm.
And she's my friend, and I honestly like discovered her while she was painting figurines, and I was just at all like, dang, you were making Warhammer figurines, and she's really kind, and and really hardworking too as well. And yeah, another one was Roku Takoka. Yeah, he's very chill, a chill dude, and super kind. Yeah. It became two. I'm sorry.
No, no, you have to take one back. No, I'm kidding. Uh, I
Well, okay,
can,
I have my weapon ready. No, just kidding.
can I
I'm
just
not choosing violence.
I know a shocking amount of people on YouTube that paint Warhammer minis. Uh, I had no idea that was even a thing before YouTube.
Right.
Oh, so sorry. Uh, what advice would you give to someone who wants to be an entertainer?
Dang, I also need advice, Jack. What it is? No, just kidding. Okay, so, um, honestly, to be an entertainer, I don't know if it's my place, but I'm here already. But I honestly feel like my humor is like a mosaic of people that I watch that are entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you just pick up some stuff that they say and then just put your twist on it. So maybe if like someone wants to be an entertainer, I guess you watch entertaining people. But yeah, honestly, if it's also gonna be like me, if there's something I notice is that, entertainment is kind of just like letting your intrusive thoughts through. like,
Oh God.
like there are times like when you say something like, okay, right, I'm gonna say this, and then like people are gonna agree to it anyway, like that's in their head. And I feel like that's the most accurate thing, not gonna
I am so very terrified of letting the intrusive thoughts through.
lie.
Uh, oh God.
Yeah, there's some kind of filter you still have to do. Not like, okay, the internet is not ready for like the whole truth on intrusive thoughts.
Oh
So
God. Yes.
okay, remember, filter, guys. Don't forget the filter.
Appropriate filter.
Yeah,
There are
true.
some VTubers who I know can make it work without the filter. I don't know that I'm one of them.
Yeah,
and
neither am I, Jack.
Uh, okay. So,
Dang.
what was your gateway anime, and what drew you to it?
Okay, so I have two, and they go hand in hand. If the other one wasn't there, I wouldn't have continued anime. Dang, I would have been my normie. Okay, so first was kind of forced into me in a way.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, like even VTubers was kind of forced into me in a way. No, just kidding. Okay, so when I was younger, my brother would like hog the TV.
Mm-hmm.
And so like I had no choice but to watch what he was watching. And one of the things there was Gundam Seed. Do you know that, Jack?
I certainly know about Gundam.
Eh, but yeah, Gundam Seed.
Mm-hmm.
And at first I was like, then just some robot anime again. Another one again. But I don't know. I just kind of got drawn to the story. Maybe it's because I was able to start it from the start
Mm-hmm.
to the end. And then I also had a crush on one of the characters there. It was I think it was also like maybe a villain. I don't know. Freak, I forgot. Dang. The start of my red flag era.
what
No,
what is it? What
yeah,
is about
awake.
what is about villains that just seem so attractive? I don't understand.
Right? Maybe it's because the red flag, Jack. The spicy red flag. I don't know. When you eat like spicy food, there's a red flag there. Maybe it's that. I don't know.
Oh man.
So yeah, I got into like Gundam,
Mm-hmm.
and then um I also bought like the Gundam associated with that person. If you're wondering, his name is Arthur Nzala.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and like his Gundam, I bought his Gundam HD Gundam, and yeah, it was so fun to make. And then after that was like, anime seems fun. Maybe I'll try this next anime. And then that anime was like the classic Tokyo Ghoul, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, dang, it just cemented my my love for anime, like the fantasy stuff, the ghoul. I still have Kaneki's mask, and
Nice.
yeah,
S-
and yeah, I remember my brother saw Kaneki's mask and like, dang, I didn't know my sister had a wild side. What is this? But yeah, you do know Tokyo Ghoul, right? Or
I've heard of it. I've actually never seen
oh, okay, yeah, that's okay. But yeah, you
it.
probably seen the main character has a mask,
Yeah, it's
and
like
yeah, I
it's
don't know why I bought it.
isn't it like a skeleton thing? I'd have to look at a picture.
Yeah, it's like it has like teeth on it and an eye patch.
Hold on. I'm just quickly looking at. Oh yeah. Okay. Yep.
It's
I see
fine. Don't worry, educate yourself.
it. Oh.
Go to the anime side.
So I'm just out of curiosity. Do you still make the Gundam models?
Sadly, I kinda have no time right
Oh.
now, but I kinda like shifted from Gundam models to One Piece models,
Nice.
like the ships. So yeah, but I haven't made one in years. Dang, I barely have time.
So,
But yeah, maybe that's why VTubing is here.
mm-hmm.
Who knows? Maybe I'll make one on stream someday.
So you watch One Piece then? I take it.
Yes, I do. It's my favorite anime. Have you watched it or no?
Uh,
It's fun.
I watched like something around the range of 460 episodes. So
Hey!
I think that I've watched enough to say that I've seen it. I don't think that you have to see all 1,000 episodes to say that you've seen it. But
Yeah.
I did have to take a break from it because I basically watched it very frequently, and then my brain just kind of turned off as it kind of does with Shonen. Uh, I may go back to it someday, but it was very fun though. I lasted a heck of a lot longer on One Piece than I did on pretty much all the other major shonen. Uh,
True. Like 400 episodes in, that's like an achievement
yeah.
already.
Who's your favorite character?
My favorite character, at first it was Sanji, but like
Hmm.
in sometimes I got tired of his like nosebleed stuff. So I went with like did you like get to meet like Trafalgar Law? Do you know him or no?
Oh, it sounds familiar. I'd have to. What did you say his name was?
Is it Trafalgar Law? Oh, you can just type in Law One Piece. He's gonna pop in.
Oh, Law. Okay, what? Hold on. I Law. Here we go. Oh yes, yes. I've been introduced to this character so far, but very minimally.
Oh, okay. He's my other favorite character.
Nice. Uh, so if you could go to an anime convention tomorrow, whom would you cosplay as?
Okay. So freak there's so many I wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
But for honestly, I it's kind of sad. I haven't cosplayed like in real life, but I really want to do it. But like I don't want to cosplay alone. I want to
Okay.
be with friends.
So imagine that the conditions are correct. You have your friends there, and you get to go with them. And if you want to do a group thing, then you're doing a group thing. And whatever you get, there's no budget limit. Whatever you get looks great. What do you have an
Dang.
idea?
Yeah, I actually have an idea. I kind of thought of like I want to cosplay as Megumin from Konosuba. Do you know her?
Oh yes.
Yeah. I feel like it would be fun to cosplay as her.
Hmm.
I have the excuse to be chuny, just lol. But our heights are kind of same, so it's like, okay, yeah, I
Nice.
could make this work. Lol. And I think like I would have fun trying to make the hat and the staff as well,
Hmm.
and also an excuse to maybe make or buy Chumosuke, her cat. Yeah, I
Hmm.
love cats as well.
Nice.
So yeah, Megumin seems nice, and I also love her voice actor. So yeah, yippee!
Yeah, Konosuba was very funny. I enjoyed that show a lot.
Same here. It's a classic funny anime.
Absolutely. So, which game did you have the most fun playing on stream?
Dang. So I looked over my streams, and then I remember this game. It's called Little Nightmares 2. Do
Hmm.
you know that?
I've I rem-
Yeah.
I remember the name. I've never played it though.
It's fine. Well, it's well, from the title Little Nightmares, it seems horror. Yeah, it is kind of horror, and honestly, I wouldn't have played it if I wasn't streaming because I'm weak with horror, okay? And at first I was like, okay, fine, for the content freak. For the content. We're playing this. But I had fun. Maybe it's because chat was with me, and well, I mean, they were enjoying me suffering. But that's how streaming goes usually. So,
I
but
think
yeah,
it,
I had fun with it.
I think it's so funny that horror became the meta because everybody just likes to watch people suffer online.
Right? Law. Like, dang, chat. I think, you're showing your true colors here right now.
If you can scream like really well, you got it made in this biz.
Right? Lol. But yeah, I haven't screamed like super duper. Well, I also don't want to scream that loud. That would mean the horror was too scary. I might have like fainted if that's true, Jack. Lol.
So, do you have any games that you're looking forward to?
Yeah, I remember I saw one on Twitter.
Hmm.
Do you know it's an upcoming indie game. Do you know Grave Seasons? Have you heard of it or no?
Unfortunately, I haven't heard of that one.
Oh, well then, let me introduce the game to you. Yeah. Wow. Okay, so Grave Seasons is kind of like Stardew Valley, but put some horror into it. Wow. I just said I'm weak to horror, but look at me
Hmm.
looking at another horror game. But it's like Stardew Valley-esque. Like you
Hmm.
got out of jail, you're the main character, got out of jail, and then you have to blend into this like Stardew Valley village,
Hmm.
but then murders start happening, so you have to like balance both farming and investigating the murders and protecting the people that you want to protect.
Hmm.
Yeah, it seems fun and interesting.
Nice. So,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna move on to the more random questions of the interview. Uh, so, which do you prefer, Elvis or the Beatles?
Dang. For this question, I was wondering like, is this some sort of like personality test that Jack isn't telling me?
Oh, it's
Like
all a
it's so
personality
specific.
test.
Yeah, it seems so. But for me, okay, going back to the question, for sure it's Elvis.
Hmm.
Elvis Presley. Hey. Okay, so like quick story.
Hmm.
My grandma was a big fan of like Elvis Presley. Like every time she takes a bath, she like turns on her radio and then dang Elvis Presley songs just play. And then at first I was like, man, grandma and her old music is starting again. But then, okay, again, I'm a fool, okay? uh, um, I got the opportunity to like watch Elvis the movie. Have
Hmm.
you watched that or no?
I actually haven't. I've never heard of that.
And really, yeah, there's yeah, they created like a biopic of Elvis.
Huh.
So yeah, I got to watch it, and then I was inspired by his music, like to to be able to see like how rock and roll was just born,
Hmm.
and like yeah, I was inspired. Like dang, now I know why grandma likes Elvis. And then it went full circle. I would like listen to Elvis songs, and
Hmm.
then I would also like play it while I'm showering. So dang, it was a full circle moment right there. But yeah, I just really like his songs.
Hmm.
And I also like how he was also close to his fate like me as well.
Hmm.
So, and yeah, I just want to use my talents some way. I don't know, but yeah, Elvis Presley is just, dang. I
Nice.
I I it would have been nice if, I was able to like watch him, but dang it, he ended early, dang it.
Well, it's not all bad news. If you should ever go to Nevada, you'll find an
I've
Elvis on every
heard.
street corner.
Lo- That's nice to know. Maybe someday.
Hey, take a
Yeah.
trip to Vegas. uh,
But yeah, how about you, Jack? Who would you pick? I'm just curious.
just well, I like both of them. I like the Beatles better for their music. I like Elvis better for his personality because he was such a character. I mean,
Right.
no one else on the planet could have gotten away with giving the president of the United States a gun. He snuck a gun past Secret Service and gave it to the president.
Dang, he's such a character for real. The charisma too.
Yeah. Oh man, but
Yeah.
they're both good, but in my opinion, for different
Mm-hmm.
reasons. Though don't get me wrong, Elvis's
Yeah,
music
yeah,
was
don't worry.
Elvis's music was excellent. I liked it. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
Uh, so,
Yeah.
what's a song that you can't help but dance to when you hear it?
Okay, so I chose like Psycho by Chogakse.
Mm-hmm.
Probably don't know that, but yeah, I don't know. It just makes the beat was just makes me want to move. But honestly, if you want like choreographed stuff, wow, any K-pop song from the like second to the third generation. Dang, my age is showing a little. But yeah, I was a fan of K-pop and like I really love to like learn the dances. So maybe somewhere there.
You're not the first person to talk about like the slightly older K-pop, because I've had guests on before who were like, all this new stuff isn't for me. I'm the traditionalist K-pop fan.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, sometimes I would be like, yeah, you guys, I was an OG K-pop, you kind of don't know this person, but like, Big Bang started and stuff like that. I feel like a grandma speaking to the newer generation. But yeah, the dances of the new generation though. Dang.
Hmm.
Oh my gosh, I can't. It's so complicated now.
Man, if you can dance, you can impress an awful lot of people.
Yeah, hopefully, but yeah, I know these knees are weak now. No, just kidding.
So, what's your favorite chill out movie?
Chill out movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought of that. Then again, it's gonna show my age. Then, but I really like Back to the Future. Have you
Mm-hmm.
seen that?
Oh, many times.
Yeah, see, man, I also like to watch it many times. I don't know, it's just replayable
Mm.
and to be able to see like, the past when like things were simpler,
Mm-hmm.
like no internet and gadgets, dang. Like sometimes if I'm stressed, I'm like, dang, life used to be so simple.
Mm.
And yeah, it's like a really chill movie too, and like there are some funny moments as well. And yeah, time travel, hey. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very fun movie. I like all the actors in it. I like Christopher Lloyd, Michael J. Fox. I love Huey Lewis in the
Right.
News. So I think it's funny that they actually brought in the band in order to make a cameo in the movie.
The
'Cause-
effort, yeah.
well, no, because after Michael J. Fox's band plays, the people who interrupt him, "We're sorry, you're just too loud." That's Huey Lewis and the News, the people who made the opening theme.
Law.
Oh boy, yeah, but
Yay.
that's a fun movie. Uh,
Yeah.
what's something crazy that you've always wanted to try doing?
Something crazy I've always wanted to try doing. Kind of connected to my other one, but
Mm-hmm.
in the past I actually wanted to do like a dance cover, a K-pop dance cover in public. Wow, where's the confidence now? But yeah, yeah, I was gonna like do it with a friend, like we had our outfits and all that.
Oh wow.
Luckily, oh my gosh, like luckily, we both got sick, so that didn't work. And like right now, thinking about it, I'm like, it's a good thing we got sick and we didn't push through. Because imagine having like this permanent, digital footprint somewhere on YouTube of me like dancing. It wasn't even I wasn't even good back then. Like, dang, where was that confidence? Where was that coming from? Lol. But yeah,
uh,
like I can't imagine like maybe hopefully I don't get doxxed, but like if that happens, I'm gonna be connected to that dance cover and dang, everything is gone. Lo-
you, you, I sometimes wonder if like 1,000 years from now there's like an archaeologist somewhere who brushes off a CD with one of those little dusters and then puts it in one of the ancient drives, and then they see a video of someone acting like a fool.
Yeah. Like it's like the past is gonna go back to haunt me, freak. Kind of like that.
I I
Yeah.
I do know that there is video of me acting like a fool out there, so I have a bad feeling it's gonna be me. Uh,
I think we all have that, I guess, so we're all going down together.
oh yeah, it's mutually assured destruction. Uh, so, would you ever talk to a stranger unprompted in a public setting?
Actually, okay, normally I wouldn't because the introvert in me says no. but but there are exceptions to it. Like if for example I see someone carrying like merchandise of like this fandom, and then I also have that merchandise with me, like maybe a keychain. I'm gonna be like, hey, that's a nice merch you have there, and then gonna reveal myself, and then yeah, instant connection. I mean, that happened already, like like somewhere in the mall,
Mm-hmm.
someone had like, I'm a big fan of Persona 5.
Yep.
And like someone had this like a catchy keychain, and then I had a Morgana keychain with me, so I was like, okay, fine, I'm gonna muster up the courage. Hi, that's a nice keychain you have. And then she was like, her eyes were sparkling, like, Persona 5. Yeah, I have one here, and the instant connection. Yeah, it's just really great to have that. But like nor in a normal setting, if I don't have my merch and like, just a normal person, a normie, wow, freak, yeah. Okay, I'm going back to my lane.
You need to have that in though. If you don't have the in, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, if I don't have the in, well, yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna talk to them.
So
Law.
so which do you prefer, chess or poker?
Okay. All right. For this one, okay, Jack, when I was in high school, I was part of like the board games club. What? And like with the board games club as well, we were in charge of like the chess tournament,
Mm-hmm.
like the score. Yeah, I was like the scorekeeper, and chess was like really strategic and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So with that, I'm gonna say poker. The plot twist. Okay. Okay, so wait. Let me explain. So, poke like chess is fun and all that, mind games, like strategic stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's fun when you're winning. You get me? But when you're on the losing side, you just want to get out, like, seeing your pieces just get eat up by the opponent. I'm like, bro, I just want this pawn to be a queen. Just let me do it. And so with all that strategic, big brain stuff, sometimes I'm like, I just want to chill. So like, yeah, I'm gonna choose poker because at least with poker, if I'm losing, I can blame it on luck. I'm just gonna say, like the cards that I have, yeah, they're just unlucky. Is not a me problem.
When in doubt,
So,
blame the dealer.
yeah, blame the dealer, blame the cards. Like it's on me. It's just I'm just having a bad day. But with chess, you can't do that. They're just you're just gonna have to accept that. That you're a dummy sometimes. Lo-
So, uh, what character in fiction do you identify with?
So I had a hard time with this. I was, I was thinking of it for days. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I kind of relate to yeah, we're going back to One Piece again. I'm sorry.
Hey, it's good.
Okay. So you probably know this because he's in the first episode. I relate a lot to Kobe. What? Like Kobe, okay, yeah, he's kind of weak and all that. But I kind of like his, glow up era. Like he went from being, just accepting to being a slave in Alvida's ship,
Mm-hmm.
and then, just going out of his comfort zone as well,
Mm-hmm.
and then like trying to make his dreams of becoming an admiral in the navy.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of relate to that.
Mm.
Like, I mean, right now I'm trying it. I don't know if I'm gonna, if I'm gonna get somewhere. But hey, at least I made the first step. Hopefully I glow up like Kobe in some way. But yeah, I just relate to him at that point.
Uh, so, uh, where would your friends kidnap you to?
Okay, so I know there's like a hypothetical question.
Mm-hmm.
Sadly, Jack, it's not a hypothetical for me. It
Oh dear.
happened already. Like, okay, a quick story, guys. So we were at an amusement park. Yeah, of course, amusement park. I was sitting on the bench, and then my friends just. I was with friends, and then like they came along as well. They were both standing. Like we were three. Okay, we were just talking. I was sitting, and then randomly they just looked at each other, nodded, and then got both of my arms and quote unquote kidnapped me. They like began like running, dragging me like, where are we going? Wait. And then dang, I was kidnapped to the Vikings. Do you know the Vikings, the like the boat that like rocks what for back and forth like that? I was like, dude, you guys know I'm not good at like these kinds of stuff. And then they're like, you have to try it. It's gonna be fun. And then there's like a line there. They were just, like grabbing both of my arms, making sure I don't escape and all that. And yeah, I rode the Vikings. And then of course, they wanted to see me suffer. They said like my face was pale, and then they heard me like murmuring, "Our Father." I was praying, praying
So,
for dear life like that.
so, so had you ever been on a like a similar like one of those rides where you have to experience like the intense G forces, that kind of thing?
Yeah, yeah, most of them I was dragged onto. So like probably if my friends were to kidnap me, quote unquote, again, like probably they would like make me ride the roller coaster that has the loop. I
Mm-hmm.
haven't done that, and freak, I don't want to do that. I've ridden like the roller coasters, but like without the loop and all that. But I can't imagine that one.
So once you're done with like the Viking ship ride, for example, are you glad you went on it afterwards? You just didn't want to go on it in the moment.
Yeah, afterwards I was like, guys, come on, one more. What? Yeah, honestly, I feel like maybe my head was, maybe I just lost my marbles back then. But because like right now I don't want to ride it, but most probably if they drag me again, I would be the same. My face is pale, and then I was just gonna be like, yeah, guys, let's do it again. Let's line up again.
Oh man, I I
Dang.
I was actually never that way. I was always about trying to get onto the rides as quickly as possible. I wanted to go on everything. Even when I was like a little tiny kid, when I was 4 years old, I wanted to go on all the roller coasters. I think I only ever chickened out of a ride like once in my life, and that was
Same.
a really tall water slide. And it just,
Waters.
yeah, and it was one of those. Have you ever seen those water slides that like it almost looks like they're going straight down, but it's and you do the
Yeah.
you cross your legs thing, and it's just a dive all the way to the bottom, and it's like 100 feet. and
I can't do that. Oh my gosh.
and I saw that, and I was in the line. And I was very young at the time. I was probably like 8 years old at the time, and my brain just saw it, and it looked like it was straight down, and I was worried I was just gonna like fall off or something, and so I chickened out.
Yeah, dang.
But that was the only time in my life I'd ever chickened out. I went on everything else. Uh,
Dang,
uh,
you courageous soul right there. Oh my gosh, I can't do that.
uh. So, what's your favorite thing that you've ever cooked yourself?
Okay, so so for this part, a kind of disclaimer for everyone. My chat already knows, but like I actually don't cook. I don't know how to cook. Okay, like when I was a kid, I wasn't allowed in the kitchen. Wow. Like even experimentation, they would say like, like you're gonna waste the ingredients. So like
Mhm,
dang, and look at it now. I freak. I can't cook, but yeah. The thing that I tried cooking though, at least the thing that I think was the best that I can cook
mhm,
is this gonna be a little funny, but instant noodles. Okay, okay, to be fair, there's this instant noodles at my home country
mhm,
where you kind of need to like put boiling water into the pan. So essentially, it's kind of like cooking, right?
mhm.
Right?
Yeah. Hey, I mean it's
Yeah.
soup. You're making the soup.
Yeah, I'm making the soup, making the noodles, yeah. And then the funny part as well is that this instant noodles can be bought like outside. Like
Mhm,
they'll cook it for you and then serve it to you like that.
mhm,
And then what's funny was for actually, I think for years, apparently I've been overcooking my noodles. It shouldn't be that soft. Like when they served it to me, I ate it. I was like, dang, the chef here doesn't know how to cook their noodles. Maybe they were in a hurry. I don't know. But then my friends were like, "What do you mean? It's like this. Like shouldn't it be like super soft?" And they're like, "No, it shouldn't be like super mushy." I was like, "Oh dang." So I've been cooking it, the wrong way this whole time. But yeah, I still cook it that way. It is my preference.
I mean, I don't know. I tend to cook them kind of mushy. The like you're talking about like ramen noodles, that kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, with regular spaghetti, I have no problem cooking that to the right like consistency, but ramen noodles, they always tend to end up a little bit like over uh a little bit soggy, but
Mhm.
I like them that way. So I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. See, finally, someone who agrees with me with the soggy noodles. La-
Okay. So now I have to ask the opposite question. What's the worst thing you've ever cooked yourself?
okay, so this is gonna be a little ironic as well
Mm-hmm.
because back when I was in high school, I was part. I don't know how, but I was part of the baking club. But for okay, to be fair, at that baking club, we didn't like heat it up ourselves. There was like, adult supervision, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we would just prepare it and then the teacher was going to be the one that bakes it. So I kind of like tried it on my own at home. I tried to bake cookies, and yeah, we got like an oven and all that. And then when it came out,
Oh
It
dear.
tasted like sand, Jack. It didn't taste like cookies. And then I feel like my family was just, sad and kind of like got pitied on me. And then they were like, "Oh, don't worry, we're still gonna eat it, even though it's like that." Yeah, okay, it tastes like sand, and then the bottom was burnt. So it was like a disaster, but like at least my family is kind. At the same time, I would like to apologize for the torture that that I gave to my family law.
Now here's a question for you. Did your family eat it with any objections, or did they try and do the no, this is delicious. Mmm. Did they do that thing?
So, oh, yeah, when I say they were kind, yeah, they said like, this is delicious. My brother was the one that said, it tastes like sand, and then my parents were like, no, 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 it's delicious. So yeah, I'm so happy they were kind to me. At the same time, yeah, I'm sorry again for the torture and the waste of ingredients. Okay, I'm improving. Hopefully, I haven't tried it again, and I don't know, I probably gonna be a long time.
uh, okay, so what's a place you've been to where you want to return someday?
Yeah, okay, this is gonna be very common. I'm
Mm-hmm.
sure you've heard it many times, Jack.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna be one of those people. I want to return to Japan one day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, wow, it's so common.
Well,
Yeah.
it's funny you say that because the question used to be about where would you like to go someday, and the answer everyone says to that is Japan. But not a whole lot of people have actually been to Japan, so
Yeah, maybe.
so it's unusual for you to say Japan to this particular question.
You return to Japan.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been to Japan pre-pandemic,
Mm-hmm.
and and it's been a while, like I don't know, 5 years already. Dang, the pandemic was 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Ugh.
Dang. And yeah, I enjoyed it. I liked like anime at that time and like Japanese culture.
Hmm.
But now things are different. I mean, VTubers,
Mm-hmm.
Japanese voice actors. I'm also learning Nihongo as well. So
Nice.
like, I want to go back to Japan. But dang it. I heard like Japan is kind of more expensive now
Hmm.
because over tourism
Yes.
is there already. So, dang it. I'm gonna have to save up money. But hey, at least my country is kind of near Japan, so
Hmm.
yeah.
Oh man, I wanted to go. Man, I wanted to go to Japan before it was popular.
Yeah.
I wanted to go to
Right.
Japan. I wanted to go to Japan ever since I saw the movie Lost in Translation.
OMG, that one, yeah.
Oh, it's pretty good. It it's what I would qualify as a good boring movie. It's boring, but it's
Right,
also
right.
good.
Right. At least like it's kind of boring, but like you're also happy that you watched it kind of thing.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
uh, so you find $50 in the street. What do you buy with it?
Like, there's gonna be a streamer answer right here.
Mm-hmm.
But I wanna buy a new mic simply
Nice.
because the mic I'm using right now is you can say I didn't put much effort into research. All I saw was like, oh hey, there's a cheap mic everyone wants. Okay, yeah, let's try this one. Okay, I didn't know it like some mics like come with like noise canceling built in already. I didn't know that. Okay, I'm the first time streamer.
Okay, okay. So you
But
got a microphone that everybody wants, but's also cheap. I have to ask, is it a blue snowball?
it isn't even that one. It's even
Ah.
cheaper. No, it's not even that one. It's like it's not even $20. That's how cheap
Oh
I
wow,
went. Yeah.
that's
And
impressive.
yeah, I kind of regret it now because there was so much stuff I had to do with it. Like I had to like download like noise canceling stuff. I had to do it like OBS stuff. I was like, this hassle wouldn't be is not worth it if I just bought a more expensive mic.
I gotta tell you, I mean, I come from a place where there were lots of people who didn't have any microphone. That all they had was like the integrated mic on their laptop, and that's just like
Yeah.
the worst thing ever. Uh,
Yeah. Like Xbox boxy mic stuff.
oh my goodness, I don't know how people, I don't know how people function with those things. Uh,
Right. At least, at least I got a mic, I guess. But yeah, it would be a waste to just like throw it out and buy a new one. So I'm like, okay, let's just make this work. But yeah, lesson learned, guys. If you're gonna buy a mic, do your research, okay?
yeah, if you're buying anything over $20, you should definitely know what it is.
True. Yeah. Mine was an exception. It wasn't even $20. So I was like, yeah, okay, fine. They said like, they said this is good. Yeah. Apparently is yeah, is not that good. It's fine, but like it does the job, but it's
Hmm.
okay. There could be better.
Okay, what was your favorite game as a kid?
Favorite game as a kid. There was so many, but I settled for, do you know Loco Roco?
I'm unfamiliar with that one.
Oh no. Well, Loco Roco. Oh my gosh, how do I explain it to someone who hasn't seen? Okay, so there's these this like creatures called Loco Roco. Like, oh my gosh, they're like blob creatures. They're like blob creatures, and like the controls are unique in the sense that you don't use the buttons like how in PlayStation there's like triangle, square.
Yeah.
You don't use those. You just use the bumper to play. You're like you're not even controlling them. You're controlling the environment. Like you're like tilting the map so that they would like, because like they're like a blob like stuff. So like you're tilting the map so that they can move forward. And yeah, it's just really fun.
Oh,
And I remember as a kid as well, I would get sad when like they're being eaten by the enemy. I'm like, freak, no, they're so cute. Don't eat them. Yeah, it's my fault. Like that. But yeah, it's a really fun game. You should try it when you have it. I played it on the PSP. Yeah.
so is it kind of like? Did you ever play with those marble mazes as a kid? Like you tilt it to the side and the marble
Yeah.
run in. So is it kind of like that mechanically?
Yeah. Yeah, actually. Yeah, you described it so well.
Oh,
Yeah, it was like that, and then there's like enemies who want to
hmm.
eat eat you like that. So you kind of have to avoid them, and then yeah, there's so many obstacles, and then yeah, you have to reach a goal.
Oh.
Yeah, actually you described it really well.
Oh.
Yeah. It was like that.
Oh. Okay. Uh, what was the best party you've ever been to?
Best party I've ever been to. I'm a simple person. There was a I was invited to like this wedding one time,
Nice.
and then it was an international wedding,
Mm-hmm.
so maybe that's why it was there. But they invited this like street vendor ice cream maker person. Like at our country we call it dirty ice cream. ice cream, dirty ice cream, simply because it's like being sold on the streets,
Mm-hmm.
and like and like they have it there on the wedding. They invited it there. And then like you can go there whenever. So like I got like maybe 3 trips to the ice cream person right
Nice.
there. Yeah, I just enjoy the ice cream a lot. Like to others, since like it was an international wedding, others were like, wow, this, this ice cream is like, I didn't know it was good. And here I am, just like keep going back online when I'm already done. Like, I want more, give me more. Yeah, it was, yeah, for me that was the best party.
As
Simply just because they have that.
everyone's like, this wedding is beautiful, and meanwhile you're just sitting in line waiting for more ice cream.
Yeah.
I as as a total sucker for ice cream, I totally get it. I totally
Yay.
get
Okay.
it.
Nice. Okay, so I'm not crazy. I mean, the best part as well is it's free. It's part of the wedding, so like might as well take advantage of it, right?
So, do you have a favorite flavor of ice cream?
Yeah, I like the classic cookies and cream. How about you?
Nice. I have really grown to appreciate coconut or almond joy, something a variation of that.
Coconut. I haven't tasted that. Dang.
It's it's amazing. That's all I can say is coconut ice cream is it. I don't know, something about coconut just seems to bump every. It seems to elevate everything else. I don't know. I. But if you ever get the
Yeah.
opportunity, I would totally try it.
Yeah, dang. I haven't heard of coconut ice cream. I really need to try it. I've
Yeah.
heard of like coconut juice though.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's very refreshing.
Hmm. So, if you could wake up with one talent tomorrow, what would it be?
The one talent, I'm I'm so jelly of like these people who have it already.
Mm-hmm.
But like imagine having the talent to learn languages.
Oh.
like like those like multilingual people.
Mm-hmm.
Like, dang, how are you like absorbing the language so fast? I mean, sometimes with my native language, I'm even confused with my own mother tongue. and then them, they can like pick up like languages so easily. Like, how? But yeah, imagine being able to learn so many languages.
Hmm.
Like, right now I'm learning Japanese. I mean, I feel like a lot of VTubers are. Lo- but I settled for Japanese just cuz anime and
Mm-hmm.
Japanese voice actors, like the culture, everything is there.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, with languages, it's also the language barrier that's like gatekeeping other fun stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
Like at one time I got into like the Japanese side of Twitter,
Mm-hmm.
and then I saw there are people like, since I like to create stuff, there were people like making custom Nendroids, making those like plushies, like out of like by hand, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Like there are so many tutorials out there.
Hmm.
The problem is the language barrier is like holding me back. Like, dang. And that's just the Japan side. What about like other countries like China, Korea,
Hmm.
Germany? I don't know. Like, what else is there? I want to know. But yeah,
I think that of the
sadly, yeah.
I took a long time. I tried to learn Japanese for a long time. I had something like a 1,600 day streak on Duolingo, and the
Dang.
biggest thing that I learned from that was that you cannot learn Japanese in 5 minutes a day.
That's so true. That's so true.
Yeah, no, you can't do it. But and I watch videos online, and everyone's it's easy to learn another. No, it's not. I think that
Yeah.
I think a lot of it comes down to motivation, And I think that for me personally, wanting to be able to understand anime was just not strong enough motivation. I think that if I had to learn to speak to a Japanese person, I think the motivation would be much stronger. But until that
True.
happens, no.
True. Also, another part as well is that they say that in order to like learn a language, you need to like put it in action, like speak it. But
Mm-hmm.
like, dang, who am I supposed to speak to here? Also, I heard like, some people using like VR chat for it,
Mm-hmm.
but dang, my introversion is just holding me back. Dang. But yeah, imagine though being able to absorb like any languages so easily. Oh my gosh. That would be a dream.
Yes, it really
Yeah.
would. So, which decade's aesthetic vibes with you the most?
Decades aesthetic. For me, I would go with the 50s one.
Nice.
Yeah, kind of like an old soul here. I mean, in my VTuber model, one of the the reason why I have a scarf as well was I was inspired by the 50s.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know, there's just some kind of like elegant glamour to it.
Mm-hmm.
Like old rich vibes,
Mm.
and like you don't like show too much skin and all that. I also really love long skirts in real life.
Mm.
The problem is, as a prop master, I don't think I'll be able to do like making props in a long skirt. Wow. So yeah, I had to like do some adjustments there. But yeah, honestly if like I had like maybe a second outfit to this like VTuber model of mine, it would probably be inspired from that.
Mm.
Yeah, I just really like the aesthetics of the 50s. Yeah.
I just out of curiosity, when you think of like a 50s dress or something like that, is there a specific image or a person that comes to your mind?
Yes, I don't know. I really like Audrey Hepburn.
Mm.
Like I watched her movies, even the black and white ones, and
Yes.
it's just really elegant.
Mm.
Like if like people of the 50s saw fashion today, I'm sure most of them will like faint and all that. But like, just being able to be comfortable as well in like the fashion, it's like really nice.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised. I don't think I've ever seen an Audrey Hepburn movie. I
Really? Well,
yeah, it's a surprise
the,
to me because I've watched a lot of older movies. I'm surprised I haven't come across her before. Huh.
dang. Well, there's a lot on YouTube nowadays.
I mean, I've certainly heard of a bunch of them. I mean, Breakfast at Tiffany's, for example, is a classic. But yeah, no, I haven't. I guess.
Yeah, honestly, I've only like watched Audrey Hepburn movies when I think just last year as well. See, it was
Hmm,
very recent.
nice.
Like I've heard of her, but yeah, I've only like seen clips, and then I was like, you know what? I'm feeling kind of nostalgic right now.
Yeah,
Let
that.
me pop up an Audrey Hepburn movie.
Hey, no shame in that. I can't tell you how many movies that I've watched just because the gods of the YouTube algorithm throw down like this little nugget of some random movie for me to watch.
Right, right.
Uh,
Sometimes the algorithm like works in our favor, I guess. They would be
yes.
like, you should watch this, and then a whole new fandom opens up. Lol.
Oh man. So, do you collect anything?
Okay, so yeah, Weebery stuff, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I collect, again, I'm a big One Piece fan, so I collect One Piece merch.
Mm-hmm.
I have like the ships as well, like
Hmm.
Luffy's ships, like Trafalgar Law's ship. I even have like a chopper plushie as well. Hey. And when I also like went to Japan, I went to the what's this, the like Tokyo Tower One Piece.
Wow.
It was the pilgrimage for sure. And I bought like the straw hat um flag. Dang, I'm such a fan. Now that I think of it. Yeah, I even have the flag. Sadly, it's not on my wall right now. But yeah, I'm just really a huge One Piece fan. Lol. But yeah, and then yeah, that's for One Piece. If you want like non One Piece stuff, well, I guess you can say Otome games. Do
Hmm.
you know what Otome games is, Jack, or no?
I couldn't define it if you asked me to, but I've certainly seen it around a lot.
Yeah. Do you know Love and Deep Space then?
Oh yes. Okay. Yep.
Yeah, those are Otome games.
Gotcha.
At least that's like the gacha aspect.
Hmm.
Well, in Japan, it's kind of like more common to have it on the Switch where you buy the game
Hmm.
and then like all the routes and the bad endings are there. So yeah, I also collect Otome games.
Nice.
Yeah, oh my gosh, it's such a weebery thing to say. Yeah, you know what? I'll just stick to my One Piece. But yeah, if you're kind of curious as well, yeah, I collect Otome games. But for
Nice.
the kind of normie stuff, well, not even normie, it's still weebery. Yeah, I collect One Piece.
I've I I tried to get one of the what do you call it? One of the Hawaiian. I guess it's kind of like a Hawaiian shirt. You know those loose fitting shirts that are buttoned down.
Yeah.
I tried to get some of those from One Piece, but they're not easy to find, and the ones that they make aren't really great quality. And so it would have been great
True.
if I could get one, but I wasn't able to get one. Uh,
Dang.
ah,
Yeah. Also what's nice with like One Piece as well is that since it's kind of common, there's, there's kind of lots of like cheap merch, even though like some of them are like low quality.
yeah.
Lol, yeah, like you can see it everywhere.
Mm.
But yeah, I want to try. Yeah, I want to try collecting like licensed stuff. Wow, like I'm rich. Lol.
Hey, you gotta show off. You gotta prove you're a fan. You know.
Well, yeah, I say that I'm a fan, but dang, I'm not even updated in the manga anymore.
I mean, come on. In fair, I think that One Piece is one of those things where if you've seen enough of it, you can say that you're a fan of it. Uh,
Yeah, probably.
I would say that as far as the show goes, if you've seen like I don't know, maybe 200 episodes, you could say you're a fan of it.
Yeah. And probably it would be also nice because if you're able to like get to the like time skip part, maybe
Mm.
after that, like wow, yeah, there's a time skip there.
Oh, I was aware there was a time skip, and then everyone's character model completely changes. Uh,
Yeah.
oh,
Lol.
oh boy. But
Dang, One Piece, yeah.
it is a good show. Uh, my final question of the interview: what smell reminds you of home?
Okay, what smell reminds me of home, Jack? You know what smell reminds me? Polluted air. Oh,
Well, you
okay,
were
okay.
I know some places where you could be from theoretically.
Okay, so yeah, for context, I came from like Southeast Asia and
Hmm.
like some stuff there. Yeah, polluted air reminds me of home. Cause okay, here's a fun. a fun quick story. Okay, every time, so I have allergic rhinitis, so
Mm-hmm.
like I would get like stuffy nose,
Mm-hmm.
teary eyes like that. It's like very common here at my place.
Mm-hmm.
Like at least for me, okay. Other people don't have it for some reason. I have it. Like my family has it.
Mm-hmm.
Some people like even call it like, dang, what is this, rich man allergies? What's this like? Just holding dust would like make me like sneeze and like make my eyes water, stuffy nose, all that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. And then what, Jack? Like every time we would go abroad,
Yep.
dang, I can breathe. What is this? Like I went to the States one time
Mm-hmm.
and like, the allergy medicine, I'm not using it. Like I can breathe, my eyes are okay. I don't get like eczema and all that. Like
Wow.
then I can enjoy life.
Out of curiosity, where in the states did you go to?
I went to oh, what's it? Wait. I went to a lot, but yeah, we went to, Atlanta.
Uh huh. Yep.
Yeah, we went to Atlanta and then we like did like some road trip stuff. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah, a lot. But yeah.
Did
Yeah, dang though, Jack. I was able to breathe. What is this? Is it like American air clean? What is that?
I? You know,
Law.
there was a point in American history it was a few decades ago where there were just a whole bunch of movies about people taking road trips. I don't know why,
Right.
but
Yeah.
there were just a bunch of movies. Uh, was what's the one with Born to Be Wild? I think it was Easy Rider or something like that, and five Easy Pieces, and then they had National Lampoon's Vacation, another road trip movie. Yeah, they had a whole bunch of them. Uh, but yeah, it's. I will say that there are some places in America where the air quality is just totally lousy, but most of America, I find the air quality is just fine. It's great.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm a witness to that because dang, my allergies were gone the moment I stepped in the US. Like, wow, I
Yeah.
don't need to like buy medication and all that. So yeah, we went on like road trips and all that. And then Jack, the moment we came back to my country,
Oh
like
dear.
like even just from the airport, okay? We just landed. I just stepped on the airport and I'm like, Hachu! I was sneezing a little bit and like and then like my family was like, you need to hold it in. They might think you like brought in some sickness from another country. Like I'm trying, okay. I'm just like I just drink water like that.
And then you
Like I
said
just
my.
need to pass through immigration like
Then you said my country has the sickness.
yeah, we couldn't like it's my country, it's not the states, it's a this problem. Like this place problem, okay. But yeah, yeah, I yeah, polluted air reminds me of home. Lol.
I will say that I ask every person that question. I think that this is probably the most tragic response I've received because everyone's
Yeah,
like,
cause like
"Oh, my mother's baking," then then allergies.
no allergies, no. And it's not even just the states too. Like remember I've been to Japan.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have allergies there. What the heck? So it really is a problem in my country. Polluted air.
Oof.
But
Oh.
yeah, I guess that's just how life is.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta like buy, anti-allergy stuff just to get by.
Oh
But
man.
yeah.
Well, thank you so much for coming out. I do appreciate getting to talk to you. This has been very fun. Uh,
Yay!
and if you're in the audience right now, you can find links to all of Mavi's various socials in the description to this video, and I'll also be posting it inside chat. So be sure to check it out and subscribe
Yippee!
to her. Subscribe immediately. You must. I mean, do it, Sean, obviously, but you
Yippee!
should. And with that, I was your host, Jack Jinseki, and joining me today was Mavi.
Yeah, thank you so much for inviting me here. It was a blast. The questions were entertaining, and I hope you guys had fun. Even you, Jack. I hope you had fun.
Oh, I had a lot of fun. This has been a pleasure. Uh,
Yay!
bye bye,
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah. Bye bye.